Now therefore be resolved, based on the information contained on the CF and as set forth in the attached secret negative declaration dated May 23rd, 2019, the town board hereby finds and determines that the proposed action will not have a significant adverse environmental impact within the meaning of secret and adopts the attached negative declaration. And be further resolved, the town board directs the town clerk to file the attached negative declaration as required under the secret regulations. And be further resolved that the town board approves and authorizes the town supervisor to execute the public benefit services agreement. And be further resolved that the town shall take all actions reasonable and necessary to establish a separate financial account for the funds to be deposited to and expended from for the purpose of set forth in a public benefit services agreement.
Happily second motion.
All right, discussion on it. I'd like to welcome Mr. Tony Jasinski, chairman of our local county ledge, and our local Mr. Brian McGarry, who represents us in District 4 for our county ledge. This was a very nice, pleasant surprise a few months ago. And Tony initially told me about it, that the county worked some funds from last year to help the towns. The county has been generous over the last couple of years. They helped us with our park and the bathrooms that they're helping us with, helping with stuff like that. So it's the broadband that we talked like 1,000 times about. It's a necessity nowadays, especially for our children, and for the county to donate a grant for up to $100,000 to help with the expansion of broadband, especially to get in the more rural areas of town. Hopefully we get every house covered, and $100,000 will go a long way. Mr. Jasinski and Mr. McGarry want to speak, and we greatly appreciate what you're doing for us. You guys don't know each other?
We do.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
This was a pleasure for us.
Yes.
The entire county legislature, bar none, unanimously supported this initiative in recognition of the hard work that your town board and our broadband committee has done. We were hoping that this money would serve as seed money and encourage our state legislators to contribute to the fund as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you look at the grand scope of what's necessary to get every home connected in Duanesburg, this is kind of like a drop in the bucket.
Oh yeah.
But you can't get to the full bucket unless you take your first step.
Absolutely.
So we're very pleased, Brian, myself, inclusive of Holly Volano and Randy Pasquarella, also from District 4, and the entire legislature. Just if I were going to say one thing, the highlight of my career, this is my 4th year as chair, and my terms I've been unanimously elected as chair regardless of political affiliation. And our philosophy has been good government is good politics, and we believe this to be good government. And we're hoping that we can do this again as we go forward. As our financial picture becomes clearer, our manager's leaving us on June 6th. We have a new county manager starting. He's got some big shoes to fill going forward. Right in the middle of budget time, she's going to be leaving and he's going to be starting. And we're hoping that the trend that we've established successfully over the last 4 years with regard to a stable tax base and no tax increases. In fact, I think we've done 2 tax decreases over the last 4. I know we haven't had tax increases since I've been chair, so that's a pretty good thing. It's a pretty good record for all of us on the county ledge. But I brought with me tonight a check made payable, town of Duanesburg.
I wasn't me personally.
Up to $100,000, so it is exactly $100,000. And if I could, I'd like to present it.
Oh, absolutely.
And like I mentioned, of all the municipalities in St. County, the town of Duanesburg and your broadband committee has put in an extraordinary amount of work and time and effort. And if it wasn't for you laying the foundation, this wouldn't have been possible because we wouldn't have been able to sell it to 15 legislators from other areas of the county as well. So we're very pleased.
Thank you.
If you would.
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yep, Mr. McGarry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Absolutely.
You got it?
Yeah, you got a picture? All right.
Making
There we
sure.
go.
Making sure. Thank you. She's a multitasker.
That's right.
Thank you guys. It means so much to our town. Thank you. It's incredible. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Tony, can you sign the back of that so I can cash it?
Roger Estebal.
That's right. D. Tidball.
Roger D. Tidball.
Alrighty, with that, again, we thank you guys very much. Make sure you tell the rest of the county ledge, we thank them, and go from there. So, clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilmember Leoni?
Aye.
Councilmember Ganser?
Aye.
Councilmember Potter?
Aye.
Councilmember Senecal?
Aye.
Supervisor Tidball?
Aye. Make a motion to appoint Ryan Cornelius as a part-time building and grounds employee.
Second motion.
Dale asked for a little more help this year with the bathrooms being built. I'm getting backlogged on mowing with all the rain. Ryan is a local born and raised resident. Family lives on 1,000 Acre Road. Families are the Hoffmans, but they've been around here for many years, so it's good to see a young man, college student, graduate from the school to come in and help us part-time. So simple as that.
Good.
Anything else? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Supervisor Tidball?
Aye.
Councilmember Leoni?
Aye.
Councilmember Potter?
Aye.
Councilmember Ganser?
Aye.
Councilmember Senecal?
I got a couple of things to add. The first one, we met with, do a little discussion before we say it. Last board meeting, we accepted the resignation of our assessor. So tonight, before the meeting, we interviewed and met with a gentleman, experienced assessor. But we came to an agreement what we're going to make the motion tonight to do. We're going to bring him on in a temporary part-time position to see if it's a position the town he wants to come to. Since we are without an assessor, it will help us bridge that gap. If he doesn't like to stay, it gives us time to find somebody else. So it kind of works out a lot of different ways. We really like him, very outgoing. I think if he does come on as our assessor, that he'll do really good things for the town. So I'll do the discussion first. So I'll make the motion to appoint Michael McGuire as a temporary part-time assessor for the term of up to 6 months from today.
Second.
Any other discussion on it?
Should be very qualified.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He
Interviewed
is.
well.
He's experienced, he interviewed well. We had a long discussion with him for about 45 minutes. I think everyone's quite comfortable with him, yeah.
All right, clerk, call the roll, please.
Supervisor Tidball?
Aye.
Councilmember Potter?
Aye.
Councilmember Ganser?
Aye.
Councilmember Leoni?
Aye.
Councilmember Senecal?
Aye.
How do we want to word that one for talk about the delegate?
I think the motion would be to authorize the submission of attachment C, which is the work plan, budget, and budget for the Mariahville wastewater treatment plant disinfection project.
All right, I make the motion to authorize submission of the attachment C for the work plan and budget of the Mariahville wastewater treatment plant disinfection project.
Second motion.
Any further discussion? Please call the roll, please.
Supervisor Tidball?
Aye.
Councilmember Ganser?
Aye.
Councilmember Potter?
Aye.
Councilmember Leoni?
Aye.
Councilmember Senecal?
Aye.
Okay, there's one more thing.
Okay.
I'm just going to give this to you. Delaware had made a proposal to assist in the response to DEC's questions with respect to sewer district, the Delanson wastewater treatment plant, yeah, because we just did it for Mariahville.
Yep.
And they're proposing an amount of $4,000. I have not, we just received the contract tonight, so you can either act on this tonight or you can act on this next time. It's up to you guys. You want to do it next time?
We'll review it.
Okay, all right.
It's not time sensitive, though, is it? We have the 2 weeks to...
Yeah.
All right, anything else? Is there anything else for the business committee? All matters handled? All right, open the privilege of the floor. Basically, if you want to speak, you have up to 5 minutes to speak. How's the time? Anybody? Adam, again, thank you. Thank you for everything. Ms. Pagano, thank you for staying. Thank you for what you do. County Ledge people. Show us the money. Thank you. All right, close the privilege of the floor. I'll make the motion for adjournment.
Second motion.
Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Supervisor Tippal?
Aye.
Councilmember Leoni?
Aye.
Councilmember Potter?
Aye.
Councilmember Ganser?
Aye.
Councilmember Senecal?
All righty, thank you, folks. You weren't falling asleep, were you there, Pastor?
Oh,